I'm excited because of the characteristics that I've seen from this team. From the newcomers that have joined, from all the players that have returned, because every one of them said yes to the expectation. And you don't come to Florida State unless you're willing to embrace the greatest of expectations, because there is a standard. And, every day that standard has to show up. And as we've sat there and, coming off a year that was a disappointing season, we had some real conversations. And, ultimately it wasn't for everybody, right? The sacrifice, right? The investment, the work, the challenge, right? The confidence that had to be developed, right? Because every team and every player that stands in front of you is going to tell you how confident they are, right? But for that confidence to be real, it has to be earned. There has to be the work. There has to be, the truest belief of being able to embrace that in all things that makes up who you are. And that's what gives me excitement for this year, because I've watched a football team of guys that have said yes. And they're not just saying it with their voice; they're saying it with their action. And we've got some wonderfully talented players, but even with all of them, none of them have hit their final stage. All of them are continued growth in progress, and they're embracing that journey. They're embracing the opportunity. We all have a desired destination. Everybody wants to get to the top, right? And we've seen that. A couple of years ago, we got to lift a trophy. Most people talk about it. We've seen it. We know what that looks like, right? But on the flip side of it, when you're climbing a mountain, there might be some times where you slip and where you stumble. But the most important step along the journey is the next one. And people that are willing, that regardless of circumstance, regardless of what you find yourself in, that you're willing to take the step to go be your best, to put everything that you have in, right? And I don't want a team full of sidekicks. Right, I want guys that are willing to grasp it, to hold it, to push it, to step forward, and to go be it. Right, and that's what's needed. And that's what I believe that I'm seeing within this football team. That's what once again, we start fall camp next Wednesday. Right, and I want them to be pissed off to go be their best every single day. Right, it's not about last year. It's not about anything that they've done up to this point in their career. It's about this season, with each day and every step that's in front of us, to go put it on display for what you want to be. Don't talk about it. Let's go do it, right? And I feel the confidence within the team because, once again, I see their work, right? I believe in who they are. I believe in the journeys that they've had. And no player on our team has had a seamless, perfect journey. There's been ups and downs for every one of them. But when they come and whether it was a recruiting process, whether it was the opportunity to come back and to be a part of what this team's going to be, I wanted guys that were on the edge of their seat, ready to go attack that work. And I can't wait to fall camp, because I'm going to challenge them every single day in everything you do, mentally, physically, relationally, all parts of it, because that's what the season's going to hold, right? And as we've seen that at an elite level, right, we also know we know how hard it is to win a game, to win a play, to win a rep, to obviously for what it takes for a season. But I believe in the group of guys that we've had that have come together, right? And and in today's age of college athletics, everybody has a choice, because it's easy to leave, right? It's hard to stay, and it's hard to say yes when you know the expectations that are going to be put in front of you. And when you come to Florida State, well, you better embrace the highest of expectations, because what I have, it's what our program has. There is a standard of what it needs to look like. And I've got to uphold it, and so does everybody else a part of our team, players, coaches, every single one of us.